Alrighty, hello everybody. How are we doing? Hope we are doing well. Mohammed, congrats on being first, and you put in 2 votes for Resistance 2, so now that makes it Sly 2, 3, and Resistance 2 with 2. The date is still to be determined based off of, what I get done. I am actually not set up. Hold on. The game's not showing because I haven't started it up yet, but my little avatar is not showing up either. Is it there now? Okay, cool. I don't know what happened. I did start it, but I guess it wasn't picking up. But yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. We are going to be doing some Phasmophobia. I'm going to go ahead and get it started up because like with every new game that I start on here, I like to show off like the startup menu and everything. I hope it shows. Is it showing? It's showing. I hope everyone's having a good Halloween so far. We're going to be playing this spooky game now. I've played this game numerous times. I am very well familiar with this game. I have gone through a few prestiges. I have done multiple investigations, over 1,000, I believe. Check the stats. I played this game for a total of 247 hours, or is that 41? I think that's 41. Yeah, that's 41. 241 hours and 33 minutes. How am I doing today? I'm doing quite well. I need to actually move the chat box a little because this game, similar to Doom, kind of takes up a good chunk of my screen. There's a good reason for that. You're doing good as well. I'm glad to hear it. So why am I streaming this game if I'm so familiar with this? Well, I am only 1 trophy away, well technically 4, but getting this 1 trophy will basically give me the other 3. I am basically 1 trophy away from platinuming this game. That trophy is to do what's called the Apocalypse Challenge, which is the hardest challenge in this game, specifically the Apocalypse Gold Challenge. And I will explain a bit about that. That is the only trophy I need to platinum this game, and I love this game to death, and I haven't platinumed it yet. Will I be able to do it today? Well, I guess we'll see. What I'm talking about is the Apocalypse Challenge, which is the hardest challenge in this mode. I have never actually attempted this mode. I know my brothers and I, we play this game a lot. We did it like once on Tanglewood, which is the basic map here. And I got crushed. I didn't know what I was doing. But in order to do the Apocalypse Challenge, you have to, there's like a preset that you can select, and then it'll put you on Sunny Meadows, which is one of the hardest maps in the game. And it is one of the hardest challenges in the game, so let's go to single player. Also, I need to make sure this game's sound is picking up. I didn't mess with the sound too much because this is a very quiet game. So I didn't lower the sound that much at all. So if it's too loud, please let me know. I seriously don't think it is going to be too loud. I don't think it's going to be too loud at all. And in fact, on my end, the game is actually very quiet. See, I'm deaf, and I have to have this game as loud as I can. Alright, so we're gonna go to custom, and then we're gonna go to, I want to say it's this, and then you go to presets, which there's Apocalypse 1, 2, and 3. If you complete Apocalypse 3, you will get the other 2. So what I am going to do first, because I haven't played this game in like several days, I'm going to kind of warm up. Now, for those of you who have played this game before, you already know what this entails. If you don't, then I feel like this would be a good showcase of what this game is all about. So I am going to go ahead and add some... I guess I can't really add anything to these, huh? 1 EMF reader, 1 dots. I'll just go ahead and add some stuff. I only need 1 of each. I really only need like 1 flashlight also. I don't really use headgear, but I feel like on APOC, I'm going to use it. It's probably going to be really useful. 1 igniter, 4 incense. I'll explain a little bit about what each of these do. Motion sensor, sanity meds, we'll add these to it. Is there a way I can just... Yeah, let's just add a little bit of everything. I have money. Yeah, I have 27,000. We'll just add a little bit of everything. I don't care. I'm fine. We're going to go to Tanglewood. Tanglewood is not Blood Moon for Halloween. I'm glad Sunny Meadows is not. I don't think Sunny Meadows ever was, now that I think about it. We're going to go ahead and start it on Nightmare, which is like hard mode, kind of, sort of. So I'm taking an EMF, I'm taking a thermometer, and I'm taking a UV. You can only carry 3 items and a lighter. I always forget to bring a lighter. Bring a lighter. Alrighty, so we're going to walk into the house, and the first thing you're going to do, since it's not on amateur mode or novice mode, is you're going to look for the breaker. I'm going to take the car keys, and I'm going to check for the breaker. There's 2 spots where the breaker can be in Tanglewood. One of them is down here. It's usually down here, and it is. So we're going to turn on the breaker. It is also thundering outside, so that's going to make it a little trickier. Alright, so I turn on the lights. I'm gonna have the EMF out. Usually the EMF is pretty good at pointing in the direction where the ghost is, where the ghost room is. So what I essentially do is I kind of just walk around and see if 1, the ghost is active, and 2, where he's located. Another thing I try to keep an eye on is if the ghost turns on a light or not, because that can rule out a ghost. So I usually try to keep some of the lights off. But the problem with that is that drains your sanity, which is... Okay, so it's looking like the ghost is in the room beyond this wall. So we're going to go over here. This is the nursery. Alright, so we got the bone in here. And it is... He messed with something right here. So I'm going to check the thermometer and see, yeah, that's pretty cold. 39 degrees, that's pretty cold. I step out here, and it's a little warmer. I mean, 48 is still pretty cold. Alrighty, so the ghost is in this room. It's definitely in this room. I'm going to drop this stuff. I'm going to keep the lighter on me. And the bones there, I don't really care about getting what's called a perfect investigation. But I'm going to, you know, get some photos. So let me do that right quick. Photo, spirit box, and ghost. Notebook. I'm also doing this because I'm testing to see if my computer can run this game and stream at the same time, which so far it seems like it's doing just fine. Ghost notebook, I'm going to put that right here. You can just put that anywhere in the ghost room. I'm going to turn off the light because I need to use what's called a spirit box. And I'm going to just ask it some questions. Which I have the button prompts for that. You can also talk into the mic and do it too, but I don't have that turned on. And it doesn't seem like he's talking to me back, so I'm going to drop that. I'm going to take a photo of this bone, pick it up. That's, you know, bone photo. Let's go. All right, I'm not going to try and go for a perfect investigation. Okay, the temperature seems like it's holding steady, although it is getting a little lower. Okay. We got EMF level 5, which is what this machine is. This little thing is. If it makes like a high beeping sound, that's an EMF level 5. Ultraviolet is if it leaves a fingerprint or really a handprint or a footprint on the ground. And you can check footprints with salt. So I will get some salts in just a minute and see if he will step in it. But I'm also checking to see if it's going to be a freezing ghost. So it's getting cold. I'm gonna give it some time. All right, let me get some salt. And I'm also gonna get dots. Which dots is a really cool little machine. I would love to have a dots machine in real life just because. All Alright, so we're gonna get dots. I'm gonna go ahead and also bring the video camera and salt. I forgot to put the video camera on the tripod, but you know what? I'm fine without it. I just need to check and see if there's ghost orbs. I'm gonna do that before I put up the dots. And you see that cold breath? That means you're in the ghost room. That does not mean it's freezing. That just means you're in the ghost room. So I'm still in the room. That's a good indicator to tell if the ghost is still in the room. I am not seeing any ghost orbs, so I'm gonna turn this back on. I'm gonna lay this right here, and I am going to put the dots kind of like right here. You want the dots to really touch the ground. That's what you want to do. Okay, he moved that ball. It's an EMF level 2. Oh, he already stepped in it. And we got footprints. So that's one of the evidences. That's ultraviolet. That's one of the evidences. So we're ruling out a shade. So that means this guy can hunt with me in the room with him. And we also have Goryo as an option, which, ugh, that sucks. I don't like Goryos. If I held on to this photo camera, I can get a ghost photo with that. That's EMF level 4. That's not 5. And he's still not freezing. What are my options? Okay, we got a Hantu. We got an Obake. Got a Mimic. It can't be a Mimic. Mimics always give you a ghost orbit, but it also doesn't count as evidence for the Mimic. Goryo sucks because if it's a Goryo, then it's going to be dots, and the only way you can get dots is with the video camera. You can't be in the room to get dots, and you can only see it with the video camera. Don't. Well, let's play around a little bit more before we start eliminating some more ghosts. I'm not thinking it's a poltergeist because he hasn't been throwing a lot of things, and poltergeists like to throw stuff. It's not a wraith. It can't be a wraith because he stepped in salt. Wraiths levitate. They can't step in salt. And it doesn't seem like it's going to be freezing. So I'm going to drop that. Let me step out and let me check for Goryo dots for a little bit. Because it could be a Goryo. And the only way you can get Goryo is if you do this. This is why I don't really like the Goryo that much, because this is literally what you do to see if you can get Goryo dots. And even if you get dots on the camera, if you're by yourself, you can't really know if it's only because you saw it with the camera. Another thing I could do is try and get him to hunt and see if I can eliminate some ghosts with that. And that there is the key to surviving the Apocalypse Challenge. Because one thing that's different about Nightmare Mode, which I'm playing right now, and the APOC challenges is the ghosts don't give you any evidence he threw something off of the shelf there. I think it was that teddy bear. The one thing about this mode you can get up to 2 evidences, and then you got to find out through ghost hunts or behaviors what the other ghost is. With the APOC challenge, you get no evidences. You can only do it with ghost behaviors. So that's ultimately what it's going to boil down to. That was lightning. That's what that light up was. I am not seeing Goryo dots, but also I've had it before to where I don't need the night vision because it's not ghost orbs. Also, I've had it to where it literally took like 10 minutes before it finally showed the dots, and it was a Goryo, which is why I really don't like the Goryos at all. And that's gonna suck on the Apocalypse challenges because you don't get anything with the Goryo. The only thing with the Goryo is that they don't change ghost rooms, and sometimes you get a ghost that's just stubborn and doesn't want to move. Yeah, I'm not getting anything here. What else am I missing? It's probably freezing and I just wasn't getting freezing. Can it be an Onryo? Can't be an Onryo. And if it's not freezing, it can't be a Hantu either. So I'm going to take some of these. What am I carrying? Salt. I don't need salt anymore. And I'm also going to need to start paying attention to these three evidences. Or not evidences, sub-objectives. Because those are going to be important for the Apocalypse Challenge. I'm going to want to take this too, because this was a sub-objective, and also a Banshee is an option. Banshees have a Banshee Scream, and they're the only ghosts that can do that. So let's see if I can get paranormal sounds. Mayor's not an option, but he also hasn't turned on a light. Lately, too, I've been having these problems with the parabolic mic where it doesn't give me any paranormal sounds. We've had this problem before. I'm hoping that they fixed it, or if it was just a problem with one of my investigations. Oh, this is investigation number 1018, by the way. That's up here. Her name is Helen Robinson. Hey, Helen. Talk to me. Okay, well, it's not an Oni. Can't be an Oni. That's a mist ball form. Onis are the only ghosts that cannot do that. And it also, is Snapsuit's Sanity Killer. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's EMF 3, though. Is it freezing? It's my second evidence. I did pick Nightmare, if I'm not mistaken. I may have picked Insanity by mistake. That's a possibility. I've done that before. Insanity, you only get one evidence, which I got with the UV. The ultraviolet. It is the possibility I am probably playing it on Insanity, which means that's the only evidence I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna have to figure it out with these lovely gurus. Which means it wouldn't be a Goryo, because a Goryo is forced to have dots. And it wouldn't be a Hantu, because freezing temperature is forced for a Hantu. But I'm also not getting parabolic light. Also, y'all let me know if the game is too quiet or too loud. It is a very quiet game, at least. That's that Oni ball again. We call it an Oni ball, even though it's not an Oni. It can also help me keep my sanity up. Yes, you can light the candles in the house. I think it helps keep your sanity, like, in check. You know what? I'll drop this. I'm gonna take some sanity meds. Just in case. I may want to try and just trigger a hunt at this point. But I'm not getting parabolic mic. Typically, parabolic mic, I can almost reliably get it, like, within a minute. So I'm finding it a little odd that I'm not getting it. I'm gonna stay over here. Also, what's my cursed object? That's how I can trigger a hunt. It's the monkey paw. I know how to trigger a hunt with that. I give it some more time. I think that was it. That was it. He also slammed the door shut. But it's not a Yuri. I got parabolic mic sound. So I'm gonna put that away. I guess I can try and trigger a hunt right now and see if I can eliminate some ghosts. I wish to see the ghost. I think that's it. Okay, so I can rule out a few of these. Like, if he doesn't pick up speed in his ghost room, then it's not a Hantu. I can get a good look at him, see if it's either a phantom or an Obak. Obake. I don't know how you pronounce it. Which door did you touch? This one? It's just the house settling. I thought he touched the garage door, which seems like it would be pretty far away if the ghost room is still in the nursery. That's the house settling. I'm gonna trigger a hunt. Where did I put it? Okay, it's not a Hantu. I actually can't see. Okay, we survived. He's eventing. He evented right here. Are you still in the ghost room? I'm also gonna leave and take some more sanity. This basically keeps the ghost from hunting you as much. And you see if you're still in here. You close this door. Yeah, he's still in here. This is a hiding spot right here. What I want to do... What else could it not? I don't think it's a poltergeist at this point. I don't think it's a demon. A demon would... Well, I mean, demons could choose to not be aggressive. I heard those footsteps. I don't think it's a myling. I'm gonna take this. Because I suspect it could be an Obake. And Obakes can not only leave a 6-finger handprint, but they also have a chance to not leave a UV when they touch a door. And they're the only ghosts that can do that, basically. I'm also going to take some salt. Because I want to slow this guy down and get a good look at him. But I'm going to do that I'm gonna wait until he hunts. I don't know if I took too many sanity meds, that's the problem. Because I can rule out Phantom and Obake. If I get a good look at him and he doesn't do, like... If he is hard to see, then it's a Phantom. If he changes his, like, appearance, then it's an Obake. If he doesn't do either, then it's neither of them. I'm thinking I may have picked Insanity by mistake, and I don't think my sanity is low enough. Because I'm not... It's not freezing. I mean, we ruled out a Hantu. But he's also not very active. Okay, that's an EMF level 5. Okay, so we either have a Jin, Goryo... Oh, it can't be a Goryo. They're forced dots. So it's either a Jin or an Obake. Jins are really fun to play with. He hasn't killed the Breaker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for him to hunt. I'll look for a hiding spot and just wait for him to hunt. Right here. And I could... I'm going to just... After a hunt, I'm going to check every door and see if he leaves like a 6-fingered handprint. If he doesn't, then I'm probably going to say Jin. I can also just look at the ghost model itself and then rule if it's an Obake by looking at him. Okay, here we go. Okay, he left a handprint. That's a regular one. I didn't realize how small this closet was. Oh. What, does ultraviolet like slow your sanity drain? With the Jin, they pick up speed really quick until they get close to you, and then they slow down. I'm usually able to easily juke a Jin, which is where you get around like the counter, because they slow down so much that I can typically get behind the counter and they lose sight of me and forget I'm there, and then they turn around and walk away. Every other ghost, they like pick up speed and get faster and faster and faster, and it's harder to juke them if you do that. With the Jin, they slow down like right when they get close to you. To the point where if I run around the kitchen counter fast enough, he forgets I'm there and he like turns around and walks away. That's another way I can tell if it's a Jin or not. Provided the kitchen counter is lengthwise enough, not wide enough, that I can do that. So a lot of times I've figured out it was a Jin just based off of a hunt, because I've been able to like fool him. Say that he's stupid enough to... He slammed that door shut. And odds are this guy is probably a Jin, because he is giving me like a handprint with every touch. Whereas with an Obake, sometimes they don't. That's not the most reliable, especially since I've only gotten like 2 door touches. But if he hunts, then he's touching like every door. But this is also a very like tame ghost. Like he's not hunting that often. At this point, I'm just gonna like wait for him to hunt. Yeah, kill my sanity. Do it. He's not gonna start behind me, is he? He's been moving stuff in here. Well, oh, that's probably because he hunted in here. That's EMF 5. It's not a hiding spot, okay. Is he hunting? Oh, door's still open. Come on, man. You had to have drained my sanity enough that you'll hunt. Hunt me! This room is close enough to the nursery that he can interact with stuff in here. Hunt me! What's your name? Helen? Helen, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. Come on, Helen. Come on, Helen. Let's go. Hunt me already. This one. Oh, he did not leave a fingerprint here. I'm assuming he touched this door. This door was closed, right? I think it was. Yeah. I think I remember closing these all the way, and he just opened this one. And he didn't leave a fingerprint. Which means he hid it. And the only ghost that can hide it is an Obake. I think I want to get started with Maypak. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's fine. I'm ready to move on. He's just not hunting. That's really odd. That was a very tame ghost. Alright. Obake circled. That investigation took quite a while. He was just not an active ghost. I mean, it could be a Jinn. Could be a No, it's no Bake. I got it. Alright, yeah, he touched that door and didn't leave a fingerprint, so that kind of gave it away. Now, if I were doing APOC, I really would have liked to have gotten this, but I'm not. I mostly did that just to warm up and get some money. Okay, now. This is gonna be my first time doing this by myself. How am I gonna do? Alright, so now I know I can, like, change one of these to keep the reward at times 15, which is how you get the APOC gold. So, let me see what I can mess with. So, you can't mess with that. That one's not worth it. That one's not worth it. Sprinting. Oh, you can't sprint. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Your speed is at 50. So your speed is half. Your flashlight doesn't work. That's good to know. I don't have to add that to the truck. Ghost. What can you do? Ghost speed? No, it has to be a little bit faster. Oh, I gotta get used to the foot speed. Roaming frequency? That has to be high. You can choose to make it medium to change your ghost room. Okay. You can have medium activity level. Event frequency. Friendly ghost. That makes it exactly at 0. Got it. Grace period. The duration before the ghost can kill you at the start of a hunt. Oh, that's gonna suck. Because the moment he starts hunting, he can kill you right then and there. I'm gonna have to be really careful about that. Hunt duration. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get my stop. I have like a stopwatch on my phone that I can use. Because you want to keep track of how long he's hunting, too. This seems like something I'm gonna want to keep at medium. Let's see what else is there. Kills, extend, hunts. I don't think this doesn't matter. Because I'm gonna be by myself. Evidence given? No. Let's go to contract. Setup time? That's a no-no. Weather: heavy rain, light rain, random. Snow, windy, clear, can't be clear. Can't be sunrise. Otherwise, I can make it whatever weather I want. I could have it random and have it be sunny as a random, so we'll keep it random. Doors starting open? No, they have to be high. Got it. Number of hiding places? Nope. There's a few places in Sunny Meadows you can hide even without hiding spaces, so I'll try to remember where they are. Oh, you can have your... Well, that's not going to matter if you're at 0. This doesn't really matter if you're by yourself as much, especially not if the ghost can just decide to hunt whenever. Nope. The fuse box is going to be broken. Got it. And we can't do cursed possessions. Alright, so for this one, I do want that hunt duration to be medium. And you know what? I think that's because I can't do random weather. Right? Yeah, it has to be heavy rain. Alright, so I'm going to have to get used to that. I do want that medium hunt duration. Because I think that lowers it from a minute to 50 seconds? I could be wrong. I don't remember. I'm going to have a stopwatch and we're going to learn. We're going to learn. This is my first time doing this. And I've intentionally stayed away from all sorts of, like, help advice on how to do this because you know me, I like to figure things out on the fly. I like to figure out how to do things. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to die a lot. Alright, so right away... I'm trying to save me some money. You don't need any of these, like, evidence things, but you have to have one. Like, you don't need a thermometer. You don't need UV light. You know what? A UV light might be good, because that'll be my flashlight, because I don't have a flashlight. The only thing is it's electronic, so a ghost will sense you if it's close enough. And a video camera might be good to have anyway, just so I can see. Crucifix, sure. We gotta have firelights because the ghost might be an Onryo. But a ghost needs to blow out a firelight if that's a objective. I'm gonna have one of these. One igniter. Need to have 4 instances. That's very important. Motion sensor could be a side objective. Parabolic mic could be a side objective. You need to get a photo of the ghost, so we're going to keep one of these. Salt, I don't recall if he steps. I don't recall if stepping in salt is a side objective. I do not recall that, so I'm just gonna keep one in there just in case. Same meds are not gonna matter. They don't work. Sound recorders, I don't really use these. Turn that off. No. A sound recorder could be an objective. Sound sensors is what I'm thinking about. And tripod, I don't think I need that. So, what have we got? I don't need flashlight. I think we're good. And it has to be Sunny Meadows. Debriefing? Oh, that's just the last one. Okay. So sanity meds don't matter. I don't use sound sensors. They might be useful. But if the ghost room is far enough away and if I can't run fast, then setting this up might just get me killed. Do I have headgear on? I do have one headgear. I'll probably use it. Alright. Here we go. Let's get started. This is it. My first ever APOC challenge. So the, oh god.
There's been no reports of violence or sightings, but please remain careful.
Oh, what, you can't, like, check these at all? Is that what's going on? Yeah, like, I can't touch this at all. Interesting. Wow, that is really slow. Okay, so, since there's 0 grace... Alright, let's figure this out. Well, the first thing I'm going to want is an igniter. I want my igniter. What are my side objectives? Oh, it's really going to determine what these are. Capture a video of the ghost. I could probably... No. That one's going to suck. Have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt. Yeah, we're going to have to do that to get the photo. Cleanse the area near the ghost using incense. Again, you're going to need that to get the photo. It's this one that's going to suck. I need to get my stopwatch. Where's my stopwatch? Hold on. Is it like clock or something? Clock? Stopwatch, here we go. I can start keeping track of like one of the ghost hunts and we'll figure out how long they last. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna want to probably do... I'm gonna want this. I'm gonna take 2 of these. Alright, so yeah, it has to be heavy rain. Dude, this is so slow. Oh my god. There's no light. Oh god, it's dark in here. I can't see anything. He's already hunting. I already know who it is. Is he done? I know who this guy is. Alright, so that's about 50 seconds. Alright, I know who this guy is already. Now comes the fun part. I need to get these 3. This one is gonna suck. Oh, this one's gonna suck. How am I gonna do this? I might want to get this. I'm gonna want that photo because that one's the hardest one to get. Alright. I know who this guy is. But... Alright, so how am I gonna do this? Alright, so this... Okay, so what I'm going to want to do, I'm doing this in order. Okay, so triangle, I click that, take some snapshots. I want to try and keep track of when the hunt starts. This guy's going to pick up speed really, really, really fast. And depending on when or where he starts hunting, could determine like when I can like control getting the photo. Alright, let's do it. Wait for that door to close so I can time it. When he gets to be about 40-something seconds in, then I'm gonna, like, if he's still in this room, I'm gonna jump out, incense it, take a few photos, and then go and hide. Or hide back here. Assuming he starts in the other room. He's moving a lot of stuff. Come on. I don't want him to walk away. Don't walk away, please don't walk away. Yeah, it's 50 seconds. Shoot. Alright, let me try that again. Damn it, I wasted an incense. Well, I incensed it, which means he's going to be more active. I was wondering why I was walking a little faster. Damn it, I wasted an incense. That's misform. I don't think that counts. Does it ghost photo? I don't think it does. Hold on. I actually don't know if that counts as a ghost photo. I wish I knew, honestly. That thing came after me. I did cleanse the area near the ghost. I thought he was hunting. That's why I did it. That sucks. All right, that's fine. That's fine. The run's not over. It's not over. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this video camera in there and I'm gonna grab another instance. I still have 3. I could still make this work. I can still make it count. Now this is definitely a revenant. It's definitely a revenant, and that's terrifying because of how fast he is. He hasn't blown out the candle yet. Okay, that's in the house. Or mansion. Asylum, whatever you want to call it. I want a full-fledged hospital map. Alright, so that. Let's do it. Let's try it again. I thought he was hunting, that's why I did it. Oh, that pisses me off. I'm gonna assume that is not a ghost photo. I'm going to assume that is not a ghost photo, but if it gets to the point where I have no other choice, I'm gonna bank on it being one. I still need to get a video of him. If he doesn't know the mist form, I can try and get that video, and if it counts as a video, then that means the photo of the mist form should count as a ghost photo. Logically? Here we go. It's coming this way, shoot. Don't walk away. Come on, come on, come on, come on. God. Oh, it's shorter than 50 seconds. Okay, so it's more like 45. I thought it was 50. It's more like 45 seconds. He keeps walking away, though. I mean, I don't want him to walk over here. I want him to stay in that room. That scared me. Okay, so it's like 45 seconds. He likes that bell. That's scary, though. Damn. Did I use this? I did. Damn it. This is going to be harder to do than I thought. Alright, so it's like 45 seconds. Okay. I can't see him, though. Alright, I only got 2 incenses left. I still gotta get a photo and a video. I'm gonna do the video first. Just in case the photo might count. He technically didn't see me, because I didn't get the escape one. He loves that bell. Damn, that's loud. Here we go. Let's do it. Oh, I thought I lit the incense. I thought I lit the incense. I guess it didn't count. Oh. That sucks. I thought I lit the incense. I hit the X button. It was a Revenant, though.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
I don't know if the mist form photo counts as a photo. But I did get the ghost right. It was a Revenant. Oh, man. Did he change ghost rooms at all? I don't think he did. He moved the doors a lot. No, he didn't change ghost rooms. Damn it, that was a... I mean, the Revenant is scary. But that was like one of the easier ones. I don't know why it didn't light. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna do it again. That was terrifying, though.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. There's been no reports of violence or sightings, but please remain careful.
What I'm gonna do... I'm gonna move that brightness up as high as I can, because I can't see. Like, I am literally blind. I can't see anything. I forgot the candles. Or not the firelights. And what are my side objectives? Oh, you know, I can just check here. Detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. Capture 3 unique photos with a photo camera. Capture a photo of the ghost. It's gonna be those unique photos that's gonna suck. Because I really, with this update, I don't know what's a unique photo anymore. It's a little brighter now. I can see a little better. And just like that, he's already hunting. I have no idea where this guy is. That scared me. If it was a Deogen, he would have found his way to me. Alright, I have no idea where this guy could be. It's not hunting yet. Where's this guy? He's not in the kitchen, is he? Alright, let's get another firelight and... Wait, how's this? Okay, so how does this work or no? Yeah, there's like nothing. What about this? Will this work? No, this doesn't work either. Dang it. Okay, so I don't need the ultraviolet because that doesn't work for me at all. The firelight does work. And whew. Alright, I need like natural light because I can't see. Well, not firelight, not natural light. These are really bright though. Oh, here's the bell. The ghost kept hitting that. It's kind of funny. It's kind of endearing too. Alright, he's hunting. That scared me. So where is this fool? Okay, he's gonna be done hunting by now. Alright, at this point, I just want to find out where he can be. Like, I can see a little bit better now that I have the brightness turned up. I'm gonna close one that has light coming in. Make it a little bit easier for me to see. Alright. Also, I can check this door if he's hunting right now or not. He is not. This door will close if he's hunting. Those are just random asylum sounds. That's not the ghost doing that. I'm trying to hear if that door closes. I'm coming back to pick this up so I can move it. Because I don't really need it over here. I know my way back once I get around here. It's when I get further back there that I'm a little more clueless. So I don't know the kitchen area that well, that's the problem. Is that door closed? I think it's closed. It's closed, so he's hunting. It doesn't sound like he's on this side. But he might be further over here, which is where the kitchen would be. There's also a bottom floor too, which is pretty expansive as well. This thing could pick up sounds from both the top and bottom floor, so if he were downstairs, I would hear him as well. Okay, so he's hunting. Let's check the timer. Just want to find out where this guy is. I mean, he can always change ghost rooms and then suddenly just pop up right behind me. This door will not lock, it's the other one that will. Yeah, this is the one that's locked. Alright. Oh man. At this point, I don't want to find out which side he's on, or if he's in the back. So that door won't close, it's the one behind it that will. So let's get... I'll leave that one there. This one's coming with me. Come here. So one area you can hide is behind that. I don't know if y'all saw that piano that's kind of like right there. You can hide behind that piano. Well, kind of to the side. It's not a perfect hiding place, but it's a pretty good one. Door's closed again, isn't it? Yep. Oh, is this locked too? No, it opens this way. Okay, so this is the outside. He's definitely not out here, but I can cover a good portion of this map here. And kind of look around and see if I can hear those footsteps. I don't know if he could see me through the windows, though, and make his way to me. I guess we'll find out. But if he's in the kitchen, that'll be back here, and I should be able to catch his footsteps from out here. And I can eliminate some ghosts right off the bat. My only thing is I don't know when he's actually hunting. There should be a door here somewhere. The firelight should be right there, yeah. Move this up over here a little bit. That's a blood trail. I have a feeling he's over here somewhere, like in the very back. Wait, what is this? Okay then. Where are you? What's your name? Jim Alexander. You sound like a chef to me. Either you're over here, or you're going to be at the far end of either of the halls. That pumpkin? There are pumpkins here. Happy Halloween, everybody. I thought that was him walking. There's the other firelight over here. He definitely would have hunted by now, and he didn't. He's not anywhere around here. So, he's going to be at the end of either hall. And since I'm over here, we're going to check this hall first. Yeah, he's hunting right now, and I have not seen him once over here. So he's either going to be over at the far end of this hall, upstairs or downstairs, or at the far end of that hall, upstairs or downstairs. I heard that. That sounded like a ghost moved an object at the far end over there. I could be wrong. Probably should keep this closer to the door, so I can see if it's closed or not. Sounds like normal speed ghost. He's going downstairs. I say normal speed because he is 150% faster. Okay, so he should be done by now. Alright, so he's over this way. Alright, we found him. He's over this way, this little punk. Alright. Now we're going to start setting up. We found where he is, assuming he doesn't change ghost rooms. And you don't want to be caught in this hall with him hunting if he's out there, because he will see you. And he will gun you down. Unless, you know, you're behind that bookshelf. He won't see you then. But, like, if you're behind the bookshelf and he sees you from across the map, he'll see you. And he'll start running right for you. And there's nothing you can do. You can probably hide in one of the rooms and hope that he quote-unquote forgets you're there. But, no. You just don't want him to see you. You don't want him to get a visual on you. Hiding behind that bookshelf will help you out. I can't tell you how many times I was, like, running around looking for the ghost, and he's across the hall when he starts hunting, and he starts hunting right for me. And I'm just like, damn it, I can't do anything! Because there's no hiding places. I mean, you can hide in those rooms and, again, hope for the best. But, yeah. Okay, so he sounds like you know, he's a little faster because it's at 150% speed, but he sounds normal for 150%. So I can rule out Revenant, Morroy, Faye. I don't know about twins. I'd have to check a few times. Maybe not a Hantu either. Yeah, awesome if it's a shade. I could probably rule out these three because he hasn't teleported to me once. So the Wraith, Banshee, and Phantom, they can teleport to you. Well, yeah, like they can teleport to you and hunt right on you. I can probably rule those out. So I have it between these 18 or 17 or something like that. I guess having a few electronics around could help me out with the Raiju. This is spooky. I love it. I'm actually really enjoying this. Looking for the ghost was like half the fun too. Just as long as he doesn't like sneak up on you and he's like, damn it. If he changes... Jesus, terrifying. If he changes ghost rooms, then I can rule out Agorio. Getting 3 unique photos is gonna suck. Because I would have to be in the ghost room. I mean, I can get like 3 different ghost photos. There we go. I can try for that. Here you go, he's hunting. Doesn't sound like it's changed. Like his speed. I'd need a few hunts to rule out twins. Downstairs. Waiting to hear that door latch. Oh, he's already hunting. Okay, I guess you don't hear it from over here. What I'm mostly trying to check is if he's starting upstairs or downstairs. Okay. There's a metronome over there. So I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna see if he starts upstairs or downstairs and how far away he is. I thought I was gonna try and listen to that door latch, but I guess I'm too far away from it now. The other thing I'm checking to see is if I can hear his footsteps without the parabolic mic, because I can rule out another ghost. Okay, so he's like over there. He is upstairs. He's up here. I don't think it's a mimic, though. I don't think it's twins, either. Huh. I'm gonna try that again. I think I may have figured out who this one is. I may have figured out who this one is. I'm gonna do another one. may have figured this one out. Hey Daisy, you scared me. Silly goober. Jeez, that was loud. I'm hoping y'all are hearing all of this too. But I think I figured out what this ghost is. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% certain. But I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm gonna put that over here. Make it a little easier for me to see this hall. Alright. Now, like, I know that the desk is right here on the right. He's probably hunting right now. There you go. Alright. So I know where he is. I have an idea of what he is, and honestly, I kind of don't like it. The reason why I'm saying that I have an idea, I know who it is because I noticed when I would put the parabolic mic away, I cannot hear his footsteps when he gets closer to where I am. I can't hear his footsteps at all. And I have the volume up super high on my headset. That's why some of these noises are hurting my ears a little bit, like all those random sounds with the parabolic mic are hurting my ear. But I've noticed when he gets close enough, I can't hear his footsteps at all. And you can hear you can hear these ghosts' footsteps pretty far away without the parabolic mic. My gut instinct is telling me this is a myling. Because mylings, you can only hear the footsteps when they're within like 15 meters of you, and I think that's the second arc. Like if you look at the semicircles, there's like 3 of them. That second one is 15 meters, give or take, like 10 or 15. Every other ghost, you can hear them further and further away from you. But the myling, it's only up to like 15 or 10 meters. I forget the exact number. I don't remember the exact number. But I know it's within that second semicircle is when you can start hearing them. With every other ghost, you can hear them from a further distance. But for some odd reason, with this one, I can't hear him. And he's on the same plane as me. Now, again, I'm not 100% certain. I'm going to like try and see if I can eliminate more ghosts. But I feel like this could be a myling. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, though. Alright, so I'm going to do... Alright, so let me drop this. I need 3 unique photos. And a motion sensor. I got to get a motion sensor over there. That one won't be too bad. If I could put one like in that hall and he runs across it, I think that counts. So I'm going to start throwing some stuff into the asylum here. I feel like this is a myling. I could be wrong. But we're gonna find out. What else did I want? Oh, motion sensor. Oh, and I guess I could use this. Yeah, I could use this. I just gotta be careful. Because they will detect this and know exactly where I am. I didn't even think about this. Well, I mean, they have to be within a certain distance to be able to. I don't have the parabolic mic, do I? This is so slow. Oh my gosh. Like, I know you can't sprint, but... I guess this would help me see in the asylum. Maybe I don't need the firelights as much. But I could use the firelights still because they're light that I can use without them detecting me. So there's that. Mylings will change ghost rooms, so there's always a chance that he could move away from being over there. Jeez. He's also been going downstairs very frequently. Yeah, I found the bone. You know what? 3 unique photos. There's a bone right there. That's one photo. A ghost photo is another one. And if I incense the room that he's in, there's a chance he might do, like, an event. Like a mist form or just him stalking. That would be a third photo. That's also a ghost photo. Mylings tend to be pretty aggressive, though, so he will hunt. Do I have... Oh, I have the camera on me. What I don't have is one of these. Okay, so I can get one photo right now with the bone. The bone. Oh, hold on. I got a bot message on my end. I need to close it out. Okay, there we go. There was a bot on my end on the chat. I don't know how to get rid of it. That's fine. Okay, so let's get this photo. That's one unique photo. And again, I'm thinking this is a Myling, but I'm gonna try and rule out some other ghosts right quick. He's hunting right now. Right. This will be done hunting. Not quite ready. Hold on. I'm gonna go back and get the other incenses. Hunting. Let me start the counter. And I think he can go through that door. So, like, you see that piano there? You can hide to the side of it, and I don't think they'll see you unless they, like, deliberately walk there. Another thing you can do, even though the breaker's broken, you can click this. And if it doesn't click, that means the ghost is hunting her. I'm going to stand here and show you, provided he doesn't get me. If this starts to flicker, like, if you can flick this, that means he's done hunting. There you go. So now I can flicker it. That means he's done hunting. That took about 50 seconds. If you can flick the light, he's not hunting. If you can't flick the light, he's hunting. Another little bit of advice. I need that motion sensor over there too. The motion sensor won't be too hard. I can get that one. So, like, he's not hunting right now. But that can change any second. And I'm not next to a fire or light switch. Turn this off just in case. He's hunting right now. So, in order to get a motion sensor, that has to light up and point in the direction that he's near, and he has to be pretty close to it. So I had to get pretty close to the ghost room for this to work. Or I think when he hunts, he can trigger it too, which is kind of what I'm going to try and bank on, because I don't want to go all the way into the ghost room, especially if I think it's a myling. I can also rule out a Raiju if he walks next to the motion sensor and he doesn't like pick up his speed. Alright. So you... I can also see if he burnt out the firelight over here. It doesn't look like he did. Photo camera's right there. Afraid of him hunting while I'm out here, because he will run this way. I kind of want him to, just so I can get a bit of a grace period. I do have incense, just in case. Okay, he's hunting. Are you still over here? Yeah. He, like, teleported over a bit? That's a paranormal sound. Unfortunately, that is not one of my objectives. Keeps going downstairs. Yeah, so it's about 45 seconds. All right. Oh shit. Okay, he's hunting. All right. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. He's still over there. He hasn't walked next to the motion sensor yet. So he's not that far back, or he's further back, I should say. I think he's actually in that corner room. I think that's where the morgue is? I don't remember this part of the map as well as I would like. Most of my goats are on the right side. I don't come over here as often. He keeps going downstairs. I'm going to put the motion sensor right next to the door that leads downstairs. He keeps pathing downstairs and going into that room in the back. And then he goes back and heads up. he's done. That's... We're gonna move that motion sensor close to that door. I'm glad you didn't hunt during that time, because I wouldn't have been able to hear him if it is a myling. So I'm not hearing those footsteps outside of the parabolic mic like at all. Which means it's going to be hard to like keep track of when he starts hunting so I can get those photos of him. Oh, that was a creepy sound. He didn't trigger it. Okay, maybe I wasn't close enough. You know what he also hasn't done once? He hasn't done the Oni ball. He also has not done that. Yeah, I'm not hearing those footsteps at all. I am not hearing those footsteps at all. This has to be a myling. It has to be. Yeah, I'm not here. Well, I mean, he's downstairs. That makes sense, but when he's up here, I'm not hearing him at all. Like nothing. Like I hear nothing when I turn this off. That hunt lasted a little longer than normal. I guess there is some variation, or maybe I just started it too early. I'm not sure. I can try and hide right here if I need to. No. I barely heard something there. Dude, this is a myling. This has to be a myling. This has to be a myling. This is gonna suck because it's gonna be hard to keep like count of footsteps without the parabolic mic. Because I can't hear anything whatsoever without the parabolic mic. Nothing. Now I hear him. And it's very quiet. Okay, he's done. Oh, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna need to play this really close to the chest to get this photo. But he's not triggering the motion detector, too. Are you? He's watching me. He said so. I'm gonna wait until this hunt passes, and then I'm gonna get myself set up to get this photo. Ah, stupid bear. If he sneaks up behind me, I'm not gonna be able to hear him. This has to be a myling. So I don't hear anything. He's hunting right now, and I hear nothing. Nothing. I mean, again, I could be wrong. But he's throwing a lot of stuff, too. Alright. Where did I put the camera? Camera's right there. Put you on this chair. No. There. It's downstairs. I don't want him downstairs. I also have reason to believe this might be a poltergeist. Did you hear all that stuff getting thrown? Oh, he's right up here. I don't want him downstairs at the 20-second mark. Okay. I don't want him downstairs at the 20-second mark. Oh, I thought he already started hunting. Wait, are there two metronomes now? Did he turn the other one on? Can you turn him off? He's not triggering the motion sensor. I'm gonna have to get close to that room. I know what room he's in. I know what room it is. Oh, God. This is so nerve-wracking. I'm enjoying this, but God, this is so nerve-wracking. And those metronomes are not helping. He's downstairs. Damn it. Oh, wait, he's up here. Come on over here. There you go. Did I get any of them? I did. I got some ghost photos. All right. Okay, I just need one more unique photo. Okay. I dropped the... Okay. I mean, I know this one's a duplicate, but it's the fact that I have one. I just need one more unique photo. He's not hunting right now. I'm gonna wait until he hunts. Hmm. What can I get as a unique photo? Think about this. Shit. Okay, he's done. What can I get as a unique photo? Let me think about this right quick. Hold on. Because he can just throw something, right? He can burn a crucifix. Let me get a... Do I have a crucifix? I think I do. He can burn a crucifix. We're gonna go get this. I just gotta get close enough to the room so he would trigger it. I'm assuming you can burn a crucifix. I'm assuming you can burn a crucifix on APOC. Because not only can he burn it, but that'll also prevent him from hunting next to me. I can take that photo and get out of here. That's all I need. I'm assuming it's a Myling. He hasn't done the Oni ball once. That would be another photo. There was also a chance it could have been a poltergeist because he was throwing a lot of shit downstairs when he was downstairs. But there's also a lot of shit downstairs for him to throw stuff, so... I don't know, man. I seriously couldn't hear those footsteps until you got close to me. That's something a Myling does. Oh, man. I'm like 75% sure it's a Myling. And like 20% poltergeist. And like 4% Oni. Because he hasn't done the Oni ball. Or the mist ball. But like, sometimes you just don't get those. I'm like really sure it's a Myling. But all I gotta do is get close enough to where he does not kill me. And I can use the crucifix, take that photo, and get out of there. He's hunting. All I have to hope for is that it's a Myling at this point. Like I really can't hear those footsteps until he gets close. Like when that Revenant was here, you could hear those footsteps. Even when he stepped out into the hall, you could hear those footsteps. With this Myling, I'm not hearing them. I'm assuming it's a Myling. But like I can't hear him unless he gets really close. And even when he gets close, he sounds quiet. Come on, man. He may have just started hunting when I got here. There we go. Alright, so I just need a crucifix, and I need him to trigger it. I'm assuming he's gonna trigger it too. I do have crucifixes. Okay. Is there anything else that could trigger? No. Nothing else that can really give me a photo. Stepping in salt doesn't count anymore, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe the motion sensor blinking would count, but I know for sure a crucifix is a photo when it burns. And that also prevents him from hunting for a time. Of course, there's also a chance, a very small chance, I'm assuming it's not a demon, a very small chance that he will not burn the crucifix when he hunts. Okay, so I have... He's hunting immediately. Right then. I have another incense right here. That's really the only thing that's, like, predicating on if I can get this APOC challenge, is if this is a myling or not. Because, like, you can't hear those footsteps up at a certain distance, but I don't know if in the Apocalypse challenge they've made the ghosts quieter. I don't know that. It's between myling, Poltergeist, and Oni at this point. He has to be done hunting by now. Can't really tell with the array. Okay, I do have the crucifix on me. Awesome. I don't think burning out a firelight counts as a photo either. It counts as a video now. Okay, he's hunting. Start that timer. He's coming right this way. Hope he didn't see me. Doesn't look like he did. I think I'm gonna leave this one right here, actually. I think we're good. Yo, Ryan, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Shit. Yeah, go Jays, go. Yeah, he didn't see me. He's back up here. Currently losing by 3 runs. Come on, Jays. I know it's Halloween, but you can't be scaring your fan base like that. Oh, he's hunting still. Okay, we're done. He's in that room where that left metronome is. No, he's in the room behind it. Right. This is going to be really hard to do. Hi, cheap viewer, right? Yeah, you calling my viewers cheap. That stupid bot. How you doing, Ferris? Hope you are doing well. Oh, man, this is nerve-wracking. I've never played Phasmophobia and been so racked with nerves. I mean, there have been a few close calls in here, but usually if it's too close a call, I usually end up dying. And I'm like, whatever. But this one is like, oof. Oh, he's like right next to me. Okay. I don't know which. I think it's that room in the back. This is the stairs. Alright. Try to get him to burn it. There you go. Just like that. Now you get my photo, which I do not have the damn camera. Ugh. Alright. He'll burn it twice. Oh, he's hunting. He didn't burn it twice. Where did I put the photo camera? Nice emote. Yeah, that is a nice emote. Hope you wanted all it today. We all want all it. Yeah, see, this has to be a miling. I'm not hearing anything. But he's hunting right now. There you go. He didn't trigger the crucifix the second time. Shoot, where did I put that photo camera? Okay. I think I put it back here. Right here. Now I just have to hope that he'll burn it again. Shut up. Get out! Maybe he burned it twice already? He tried to turn on the light switch. Not a mare. They don't touch light switches. They don't touch light switches when the lights are off. Alright. This is going to be very risky. Oh. God, you walk so slow. Does that count? Yes. All right. Shit. I'm gonna die because I'm not moving fast enough. He's gonna get me. I'm gonna die. I don't have another thing on me. Damn it. So close. I wished he started hunting just a few seconds later. Was it a myling, though? Let's find out. God, that is loud. Was it a myling? It was a myling. Oh my god. I just needed to survive. You know what it is? This is a slight victory because I could have done it. What really hurt is that is the worst place for a ghost room. That is the worst room to have a ghost in. There is literally nothing I could have done in that scenario. But I did everything correctly, and if I had gotten out, I would have gotten it. But that is the worst room to have a ghost in. Let's run it again. I can do this. Alright, I'm gonna let it load up, or I let it load up. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Oh my god, that was so close. And only my second APOC run. Had I survived, I could have gotten it done. Let's see if it's, you know... What's the word I'm looking for? Third time's the charm. There you go. Let's see if it's third time's the charm. But I am going to... Myling Cyrus. Channel not found. Well, there you go. Alright, maybe third time's the charm? We're gonna see. This is probably gonna be my last investigation for tonight. If I don't get it, I'm gonna stream this again. You know, later on in the future. And I'm gonna keep doing it until I get my ghost. I was so close, though. Oh, man, I could have had it. But that is the worst ghost room to have on this mode because of that long-ass haul and getting that stupid photo. But I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. You know, I just thought about it. You know how I could have potentially won that one? I should have just went with it before he set off the crucifix a second time. Because there was no way I was going to have enough time to walk up there after he burned it to take a photo and walk back. You only have like a 20, 25-second grace period for that. And that ghost is going to hunt. I should have just gone into that room with the assumption that he didn't burn the crucifix, and if he did, then I would have died anyway. If he didn't, like he didn't, I could have gone in there while he burned it, took the photo, and have had the chance to leave. I should have done that, but I didn't think about that. Yo, MJam, that was loud. Oh my god. But I have the volume up all the way on my end, so I can actually hear these footsteps. Thank you for the hydrate. That's what I should have done, now that I think about it. I'm a little upset that I didn't think about it, but, you know, this is my first time doing this mode, and the rules are changed a little bit. We're learning. We learn as we go. We learn as we go. What are my optional objectives? This might determine if I continue with this or not. His name is Joe Mills. Presence with the motion sensor, I can get that. Parabolic mic, paranormal sounds. There's always that one stupid one. I could probably get that one. Okay, like always, the first thing we need to do is find where he is. I hope he's not at the far end of a hall. That's the worst room to have him in. That is the worst room to have him in. How are you doing, MJam? I hope you are doing well. As always. You know what? Well, I mean, we can also get the headset. But I'm gonna wait until I know for sure if he's far enough away. And the reason why I'm not bringing the incense sticks with me to start, because if he's here and he kills me, then this is... It's a bad room to have him in, because I'm not ready. Alright, first thing I want to do is find out where he's going to hunt from. If he's far away or... I'm sure I can do this. You know, 3 times the charm? Maybe? Or he's in this room and he's a shade. Look at this, he's not hunting. Are you a shade? No, phone, stay on. I need the stopwatch. I need to be able to see how long he's been hunting. Alright, other than the ghost photo, I don't need photo for anything else. Motion sensor I can get. Parabolic mic, I mean, I have that. Sound recorder. This one, you have to be in the vicinity of the ghost room. You can get 2 sounds pretty quick. I just hope that I do. I should have done 4 of these firelights. And I could knock that down to 1 since the UV light obviously doesn't work. Oh, you can have 4 of these firelights and that would help me like see a little bit better if I need to turn off the headlamp. Are you a shade in this room? Excuse me. Oh, he's hunting. Okay, no, you're not in this room. You're not. Well, I mean, you could be a shade, but you're not in this room. Not a deo. Not a deodorant. You're gonna be at the far end of something, aren't you? God, that sucks. Oh, you're over here. You're done hunting? Alright. So you're back here. You're not in this room, are you? Oh, you turn on this. Oh, I know where he is. Alright. That room also kind of sucks. Okay, let's put the sound recorder right there, right? Hold on just a minute. Let me wait a bit. Alrighty then. Okay, never mind. I don't remember if I... These emotes? Yeah. Are you a demon? I don't remember if I opened the door after that hunt and then I moved the crucifix up and the door closed immediately. A demon can hunt whenever it damn well pleases. That's its special ability. It can just hunt immediately after another hunt. Their weakness is, like I mentioned before, how a ghost could ignore lighting the crucifix. Like that one Myling hunted even though the crucifix was in that room. There's a chance that a ghost can hunt even when the crucifix is there in the room. A demon always triggers the crucifix if it's in the room. It can't ignore it. It always triggers it. He is in the either the autopsy or he's either in the autopsy or in the I think that is the autopsy room that I'm thinking about. The one that looks like those big dryers. It's on the far back to the right. He's in that room, I think. No, maybe it's not a demon. Or at the very least, I can't cross it off yet. Or I can't, like, make that distinction. But I wanted to... Let me turn this off. think that's everything. Oh, wasn't one of them motion sensor? Yeah, so I need to bring a motion sensor with me. So motion sensor, this, and I got the parabolic mic in there. So as we saw, when the ghost is hunting, it can trigger the motion sensor. So I don't have to put the motion sensor in the room. I can just put it next to it, which will help me out tremendously. The sound recorder is kind of the same way. You can like do that like right next to the ghost room, and you'll eventually get a sound. Where did I put the parabolic mic? I'm assuming he's done hunting right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and have this out. I can stand in the cathedral and get my ghost sound, paranormal sound out of the way. Yeah, he's over there in that either the autopsy room or the room next to it. Today is Nolan North's birthday. Oh, really? Wow. Everyone has a Halloween birthday. Alto's birthday is today. And so are like a few other people in other Discords. But yeah, it's awesome. Happy birthday to Nolan North. I had no idea that it was his birthday today. On account that I don't know the guy personally. Daisy, wake up. You're having a nightmare. It's a freaking mare. You turn on that sink. She's on the pillow. I can move it. Hey, wake up. Daisy. Are you okay? My little booger bear. She was making some sounds. Like she was having a nightmare. Fitting, because I'm playing a ghost game on Halloween. Come on, do a parabolic sound. There you go. On just a minute. See, like, that's not an island. That's not a myling. You can hear that. Okay, we're done. Alright. Let's, So anyways, I got the parabolic sound. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm gonna take that timer. He sounds like a normal speed ghost. That's normal speed for 150%. But there was something else that I noticed with the first hunt. There was something I noticed about the first hunt, though. It's not they. It's not Morroy. I don't think it's twins. It's not a Revenant. Not a Hantu. I want to say this is a yokai, and the reason why was because when I turned on the parabolic mic, he was within that first circle. And if a ghost is within that first circle, he can sense you, and he'll run right to you. He didn't do that. Now, I don't know if I saw it good enough to really make that distinction, but I'm going to be leaning towards yokai. Oh, now I have another bot here telling me that I have the best viewers. So I'm going to try and see if I can get close enough. And try to call him and see if he'll run right to me. I mean, I could be wrong. I could have just not been close enough. But I think I can get close enough to this cathedral, with this cathedral, that I can call him and see if he'll run right here. Because he could run outside, which is just right there. And I can call him, and if I call him and if I start seeing his, like, thing coming over here, then I'll be like, okay, no, it's not a yokai. Because yokais cannot sense your electronics. Unless they get close enough. Like, really close enough. They're deaf. So I want to see if I can get him close enough to try this out. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not close enough. Maybe I have to get outside, wait until like 30 seconds passes, and then try it. And see if he runs right to me. The fact that he's, like, singing a lot also tells me that it might... No, it wouldn't be a banshee. I think every ghost can sing now. Yeah, he's not getting close enough. Maybe I misread it. But I'm gonna try it. Because I could have sworn he was close enough that he should have sensed where I was, and he didn't. What do I have on me? I have a... I'd be careful, because he could see me from, like, right here, too. Like that. Need to be careful. He didn't. Okay. He didn't see me. He was not paying attention. He was not paying attention. I have one incense on me. I want to bring a second one. brought the sound recorder in already, didn't I? I think that's it right there. Yeah. The Bony sound recorder. Not a Sony sound recorder, but a Bony sound recorder. I wonder if I can get those sounds close enough to the cathedral. Like he's hunting right now. You can hear him. Okay, he should have sensed that. Huh. He may have entered his hunt. Oh. I'm actually quite curious now. I'm actually quite curious now. That was close enough for him to sense it, because the electronics went off. I don't know if it was at the end of his hunt he ended it, like, right after. But he should have started making his way towards me. Here we go. Get closer. Get closer. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Damn it. I think he can get close enough. Though the other electronic was starting to fritz out when he got close. And if he's not a yokai, he would start running right to the cathedral. There's plenty of hiding spots in here. Oh, he's over here now. He might be outside now. Maybe he moved. Alright. I think he's heading right over here. Yeah, he's heading right over here. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Okay. Not a yokai. Not a yokai. Was kind of hoping it was. Those are a little easier to deal with. This is another, like, far into the hall ghost, and I'm not a fan. Especially since I don't know what this guy is. I feel like he may have moved up. I don't think it's a mimic. The options I'm gonna have left, he's not gonna be any of these. He hasn't teleported to me. Should be finishing soon. There you go. Oh yeah, there's a big bookshelf here. Okay. Need to be careful. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, like, set up a point here so I can get the motion sensor, like, behind that bookshelf, and then have this out and I can start recording some sounds, like, between his hunts. Alright, it's done. So I'm gonna leave this here. Leave that there and just hope for the best. Shoot, what am I stuck on? This damn gurney. Move the gurneys! That's an OSHA safety hazard, damn it! So I could bring another incense and the motion detector. What else? What all do I need? I got the parabolic mic. So if I can get the motion sensors and the 2 paranormal sounds, all I gotta do is get the photo, but I still gotta figure out what kind of ghost he is. I could do an Onryo test. Maybe. There are doors there, so I guess I could see if it's a Yurei or not. He has to be done hunting by now. And Poltergeist. I don't know, man. I have no way of knowing like whether it's a poltergeist or not. I could do a spirit test and rule spirit out, maybe. With the spirit test, you can incense it, and then a spirit can only hunt after 3 minutes of waiting. The problem is, every other ghost could decide to do that too. But with the spirit, if you do it multiple times, and every time after you incense him, if he waits 3 minutes to hunt, then there's a pretty good chance you have a spirit on your hands. A demon's the exact opposite. A demon can just hunt whenever. So if you set up a timer and he hunts like immediately after you incense it, you probably got a demon. So I can knock those 2 out. Maybe. Shade's the scariest one. I would have to be in the room and hope he doesn't hunt. Okay. And if he hunts, well, I'm dead. So I'm going to save Shade for, like, dead last to check. Don't come in here, don't come in here. He's done? Alright. Motion sensor. Gotta move this up. He's either in this room or that room. I don't know which one. I'm gonna put that there. The best way I can check for a shade is to put a crucifix in there. There you go, he got it. Alright. Rule out a Yuri, because he didn't open that door all the way. He opened it like 75% of the way. A Yuri can only open a door 100% or... yeah. At that time it was 100%. He got me. Mare. I'm gonna say mare. What was it? It was a shade. I got killed by a shade. Ugh. Okay, so with the shade, if I was in that room, he would never hunt unless he roamed out of the room, which roam is set to high. So the only way I would know if it's a shade is if I was in the ghost room, knowing that he's in the ghost room, and he always hunted outside of the room. So a good way to tell, and this is where the sound sensors, not the sound sensors, the motion sensor would be good, is if you see the motion sensor outside the ghost room constantly fluctuate, like move, before he hunts. Because he's roaming out of the room just so he can hunt. That's how you would know it's a shade. And that's why shade's one of the scariest ghosts to get in Apocalypse, because the only way you'll know it's a shade is if you're in the room. You know, in the ghost room. So the shade would most likely probably be one of the last things you would try to rule out. Like, if it's like a 50-50 or a 33% chance is probably when you would want to try and get a shade and see if it's a shade. Because if you go in there thinking it's a shade and it's like a demon or an Oni, oh, it's going to hunt right on you. It's going to hunt right on you. That one went a little too quick. We'll do another one. We'll do another one. We'll do another one. I'm getting a little better at figuring out the nuances, though. Like, I'm starting to figure it out. It is very slow. You walk so slow. But I'm starting to figure it out. So, like, yeah, with the shade, the only way you can really tell is if you're in the room and he hunts outside of that room. That one would have taken me forever, because I would have had to try and figure out if it wasn't a spirit, if it wasn't a demon, if it wasn't an Oni, which that would be hard because he has to do that mist ball and he hasn't been doing it. The first investigation he did it twice, and since then I haven't seen it. The other way you can tell it's an Oni is if you look at him yourself, but that would involve being in line of sight with the ghost. So, you know. Alright, let's do it again. I'm starting to do a little better. I'm starting to figure it out. 4 times the charm. 4 times the charm, right? That one went a little too quick. I didn't think he was going to actually, like, run into that room. And a Yurei, I was mentioning with the Yurei earlier. With the Yurei, they can only... Okay, if the door is closed like this, a Yurei can only do that. They can't do that. They can only do this, or they can only do that. They can't do this. So if you're in a ghost room and the ghost touches the door and it's like and it opens like that, you can roll out Yurei. Thank you for banning Rippling. He did call my viewers the best viewers, but you know, we don't need a bot to tell us that. Die, bad viewers. There should be a bot that says bad viewers. So that one was another kind of a bad RNG, because the only way I would tell it's a shade is if I was in the ghost room and I had to wait for him to keep hunting outside the room, which sucks. What are my optional objectives? Sound recorder, motion sensor, repel the ghost while it's chasing someone? Well, you have to get that with the ghost photo, so... That sound recorder one's the one that's probably going to be the toughest. These two. Oh, and this has been helping me out. There was a bug where if you wore the headset, I've noticed it with my brothers anyway, if you wore the headset, the ghost would always know where you were, even if you turned it off. It seems like they fixed it, or maybe we were just having some bad RNG with that as well. Could be a possibility. God, you walk so slow! Man! I wonder if salt would help me out. I need to get a sound recorder in there too. Now, we don't know where the ghost is yet, because he hasn't tried hunting. We've just been putting things in here. A good way to tell if you have a teleporter. I've seen this with the regular game. I haven't so much seen it with this one yet. If you're setting these up right now, we've had it set up. We've done it before where we set up the candles in the first room. And if he blows out a candle, but he's not in this room. That's how you know you have one of these three, Wraith, Banshee, or Phantom. But he could also be in that room, so there's that too. So either you have one of those three or he's in that room. And it could be anything in that room. I keep forgetting to turn this off. Do I need motion sensor? I do. Alright. I'm gonna wait until he hunts. He's in here. I don't want to be careful. Either he's a teleporter or he's in here. He's not a teleporter, or at least I don't have an indication that he's a teleporter. He's in here. This will make the sound recording a little bit easier because I can drop this if that door closes. I don't need this right now. I just don't know what kind of ghost he is. He's not a Diogen. A Diogen always knows where you are. That's how I'm ruling them out. They will always know where you are. If you're hiding, they're the ones that can run up right to you, and then they slow down super slow when they get close to you. Except in this mode, he probably won't be super slow. That's how I know it's not a Diogen. Because they could be clear across the map, and they will always run right to you. They will always know where you are. He sounded normal speed, but that stupid bell kept going off, so I couldn't hear the footsteps as well. Not getting anything on the sound recorder. Maybe he's in the next room. That crucifix could burn, though. I need him to chase me, which he'll do, like, if I'm trying to get a ghost photo. Sounds normal. Keep forgetting to check my stopwatch. I think the sound recorder might require me to be a little closer to that desk. I can hear those footsteps, so it's not a myling. Breaker's up here, by the way, but it's broken. That probably explains why I can't use the cameras. Now I think about it. Oh, I dropped 75 frames earlier. Sorry about that. I don't know when that was. That's nothing. The stream's going okay. Okay, so Phasmophobia and streaming works perfectly fine on my computer. Okay, where exactly is this guy's room? Might not want to turn that on. You know what? I think I want to know exactly where he's coming from. No, this is his ghost room. No, this is his ghost room. This is his room. So I should be getting sound recorder. But I'm not. Not gonna lie, that's in the cathedral. No, he's at the stairs. Oh man. So does that hall count as the same room? You know what? I could rule out a shade. Because he tried hunting with me in the room. Okay. I want to get the most dangerous objective out of the way. So I'm gonna get a photo of him. If I'm in the ghost room, I don't think this is a Fae. Fays also event quite often, unless they get older and older, and then they start to slow down. I don't think it's a Hantu. Don't think it's a Revenant. I'm in the ghost room, so I can't rule these out. That's 2 burns, so that one's done. I'm gonna get the most dangerous objective out of the way. Eventually, I'm gonna have to figure out who he is, but I can do a spirit timer and find out if this is a rule out spirit or demon. Alright, here we go. I just need him to kind of linger around, but not come over here. You feel me? He kind of went downstairs, didn't he? My stopwatch phone is about to die, actually. So yeah, this will have to be my last one. Hope I can win it. I've had close calls. My first 2 investigations were so close. Well, the first one, the Revenant, that was my first time. I didn't know what I was doing. The second time, that miling. If I just got out, I would have gotten it. The third one, that he kind of just got me there. I feel like I can do this. I'm hoping I can do it with this investigation. If not, then I'll stream this another time, and this will just be part of the normal rotation until I get it. But now that I'm playing this, and now that I'm actually doing it, it's not. I mean, it's tough, but it's not the hardest challenge I've ever done to get a platinum. Far from it. It's RNG based. I mean, you gotta know what you're doing, but it's RNG based. You could just get like the mining one that was just in a really bad room. If I was in a better place with that one, and I should have just decided to go towards him before he burned the crucifix. I probably would have gotten it there, but we're learning. I feel like if not today, then maybe either the next time I stream this or, within the next few times I stream this, I'll get it. There are people that can do this religiously and get the ghost right like 90% of the time and get the APOC done 90% of the time. So it's not impossible. It's just, it completely changes how you play the game. Is he even in here anymore? He may have moved, which means he's not a Goryo. I'll move this closer. Oh, he's still here. Okay. He started in the hall next to the cathedral. So that's close enough to this room. They didn't count. Huh. Okay then. That was 2 incense sticks right there. That didn't even count either. Goryo. That photo didn't even count either. Are you a Goryo? Because you didn't move. No, that was a Banshee.
I've got some jobs ready.
So he was a teleporter. So he did teleport to that room. He just happened to be in the room next to it. That may have been what was going on. Alright. Yeah, my phone's about to die and I need to make me some food. Anyway, but you know what? I didn't get the trophy, but I learned a lot. How much money do I have? Honestly, I'm not spending a lot of money. So yeah, I don't have to, like, build up on my funds. I'm doing pretty good on money right now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end it. Both my phones are about to die. And so is my hunger, because I'm starving. Alright. Thank you for the socials fairs. But yeah, some point in the near future, I'm going to add this to the normal rotation. And I'm going to eventually get this trophy. I learned a lot today. This isn't going to be the worst challenge I've ever done. It's probably going to take me a few streams, because these investigations will take a really long time. Like that second one took about an hour and a half. So some of these will take a really long time. That's why it's probably going to take a few. A lot of it's just a matter of RNG. Like, you just have to... like, the first investigation, I knew right away it was a Revenant, because of how slow he was walking. That was good RNG. For some reason, the stupid incense didn't go off when I tried to trigger it so I can get the video. And a lot of it is just a matter of your optional objectives being, you know, where you want them to be and where the ghost room is. Like, that Miley one was perfect up except for where his room was. So, we'll get it figured. It'll happen eventually. We're going to get it. It's just a matter of, you know, we got more we need to figure out. But, hope you get it soon. Thank you, Ferris. I'll let y'all know when I stream this next, because I definitely want... You know, I definitely want to do this. I definitely want to try and get this trophy out of the way. But so I'll add it to the normal rotation. But since Halloween is officially, you know, ending, I'll get back to my regularly scheduled streams like Wild Arms 2 and Pokemon Sapphire, things like that. You know, some more lighthearted stuff, and then eventually I'll just throw this one in there. Maybe once a month or maybe twice a month. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it all out. But Slide 2? Okay, thank you, yeah. So now it's Slide 2 for Resistance 2, 2. So Resistance 2 finally got some votes, so it's not going to be a landslide. Alright, I will update that when I can, but thank you for the social spares. If you would like to join the Discord, we do a lot of multiplayer gaming, or I usually just hang out in there and play some single-player games. Hadn't been doing that lately, and this weekend, you know, we're going to be celebrating Alto's birthday, so I'm probably not going to be on there as much. I don't know how my Sunday's going to be looking for a stream, but again, I'll let y'all know in the Discord. But it's also going to be November, so it's going to start getting cooler outside. Work is going to finally start slowing down a bit, so maybe I can get some more streams up, and maybe I can, you know, let people know on there, like, what the next stream is going to be. It's most likely going to be Wild Arms 2, though. But if it's Sunday, I'll let y'all know. And if you'd like to catch up on some of my older VODs like Doom, Quake, I think Quake's on there. If Quake's not on there now, it'll be up there soon. Pokemon Blue, Silver, Mario 64, Sunshine Galaxy, etc., etc. All of my VODs are on there. But yeah, let's see who is online at the moment. See what other spooky. You streaming? How long have you been streaming? You have not been streaming very long. Perfect. The guy who actually introduced me to the Apocalypse Challenge on Phasmophobia, or at least he mentioned it, and I got interested in it. Lil P66 is playing Escape the Backrooms, which is another horror game. I don't know much about them, but it looks really interesting. So we're going to go ahead and send a raid over to... I need to get my mouse back. Thank you, game. We're going to send a raid over to Lil P66. I definitely want to tell him about this. I want to tell him how close I was on my second ever APOC challenge. I spelled his name right. Yeah. He's going to be excited. Because he's always interested in hearing what people's APOC, how those rounds are going. But yeah, I'll let y'all know in the Discord when and what my next stream is going to be, and that is going to do it for me. So take care, everybody, and have yourselves a good one.